Let's go. Class is now in session. If you're one of the good students, come on up to the front of the classroom and be present. All right, so we're going to get into this thing right now. The Cowboys are taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Look at Dorrance.
And as you know, Micah Parsons on that team.
He is on that team.
And so we are looking at how the Cowboys offensive line, what they will be facing, and the pressures that Micah Parsons and company brings to this game. It's going to be one of the games where you need your offensive line to play the absolute best. So let's start breaking this thing down a little bit. John, let's go to the tape. All right, look, this is the front that you have right here. You see the Washington Commanders. They are in a 4 wide receiver set, 1 back in the backfield right there, right? So that strength to this side will be to the left-hand side if you're looking at this picture because they don't have any tight ends. So the back will distinguish the strength of this formation. Let's go to the next picture. Now, look, there he is. That's the guy.
Okay, we got Terence Steele out there. We're ready.
Micah Parsons. Now, here's what the Green Bay Packers.
Why you got to be in a star, man? Why you got to put Mike in a star?
Yeah, why couldn't you circle him and put him inside of cheese? Why he's going to be a star?
Why you got to
We
be a
don't
star?
have the cheese logo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't have the cheese logo.
Couldn't have a whole wheel of cheese.
Yeah,
on
no, we don't have that. But what we want to show right here is Micah Parsons, and we're going to get back to Micah Parsons, but I want to show you how the Green Bay Packers are using these different fronts to get Micah Parsons matched up one-on-one so that he's able to go out there and take advantage of the tackles with no help from a back, no help from a guard, or anyone else on the offensive line. So when you look at this thing right here, this is what we're going to call, so the Green Bay Packers, normally they work a lot of their 4-3 defense. A lot of time they work a lot in the over fronts and under fronts. But off the over and under front, you have what you have called a load front or a boss front, is where they're moving those bigger players to one side of the formation. I just wanted to show you kind of the shades of where these defensive linemen are in this particular picture. It's kind of shaded a little bit to the eye side of the center. You have that other defensive tackle way outside and kind of almost in that 3. And then you have the wide, you can call it a 5 or a 9, but you have that shade way outside. So what does that do to the offensive line when you look at this thing? And then you have, go back one, you have the linebacker on the backside right there mugged up into that gap right over top of the guard.
And that's Edgerrin Cooper, and he's one of the best blitzers in the league.
Absolutely. So what does that now mean for what the offensive line want to do? The Green Bay Packers now, for the way that they're set up in this load or boss front, what that now does, they have now dictated to the offense how you will block us, okay? Because now we've shown you that you got 5 guys, we got 5 guys. You see the center right there where that arrow's pointing? You see him pointing out to the left? He's letting the left side of the line know, hey, the big side, the load side is over here. We're going that way, which means he has the guy right over top of him. That guard now has to push all the way outside to the guy that's lined up over the tackle, and that tackle got to go way outside to guard Rashawn Gary. And see how that distance, that's where you kind of have to work in space. Good tackles are able to work in that space. You call them dancing bears. But those that aren't, whew, that's a whole lot of space to have to cover with a guy like that. That back will chip. Now, that linebacker, because he has walked up into that gap and he's mugged over top of that guard now has to play him as he's coming as a rusher. Yeah. It's 5-on-5, which ultimately means your right tackle now has to push out to Micah Parsons. There's nobody to help. There's no help for that right tackle on Micah Parsons because of the way that the Green Bay Packers front and this boss or this low front that they're running, the back is chipping and going out into a route. So they have now dictated. We're going to look at this left side. So now center has guarded the guy over top of him. Guard has to kick all the way out. And I told you, this left tackle, that is so much distance he has to cover. Now, what Rashawn Gary, you have to understand, he has speed, he has power, he has movement. Oh, by the way, we're focusing, looking at and talking about Micah Parsons, but Rashawn Gary right now, as of today, leads the National Football League in sacks with 4.5 sacks.
Oh, so the guy opposite Parsons.
The guy opposite guys, huh? Yeah, go figure.
Oh.
So see that space. So now the tackle has to keep in his mind, how do I close that space but also maintain my width at the same time while I have this guy rushing at me? And you see Rashawn Gary taking that up the field approach, and now he has to kick all the way out there, which now makes him very susceptible.
72 is already beat.
Yeah, don't get there. You're jumping ahead. You're jumping ahead. No,
this is one step.
Listen, you're a good student. Don't become the teacher right now.
That crossover, man.
Listen, we're out. We're on the left side right now. We're on the left side right now.
Side.
That left tackle has to kick all the way out there to guard that defensive end. What does that do? Because the guard now, left guard is occupied, is created that space for that up and under move that he'll use on this particular left tackle. All right, now we move forward. Now, my well done student, we go to the right side. I already told you where the center, the left guard, and the right guard, where they have to block. The right guard now will be occupied right there on that defender. The right tackle,
Our right tackle is ready for this.
One-on-one with Micah Parsons. The first thing that you know and you respect about Micah Parsons is what? Speed.
Wow, he's fast.
Speed. And so Micah used the up and under move or the crossover move, a little bit of an AI. Right. And now what I want you to see is go to the next step. Now, look at this right here, okay? The reason why I circled the feet, because that tackle understands that I have to kick out because of the speed of Micah Parsons. Well, Micah Parsons has already made his one step up the field with speed. His foot is planted already in the ground. Look at the tackle's foot.
You can't move.
It's still in the air.
He's still going that way.
He still has to go out. So Micah has already begun to transition back underneath while this right tackle hasn't even planted his foot on the outside. You already know right now he's whooped. This game is over. Now, normally what you would like to have is you'll hear sometimes, hey, my guard can give me a half a body or half a man or arm, something on the inside to deter him. The linebacker doesn't even come. He's just occupying the attention of the right guard in this boss or load front just so that he can't go over and help the right tackle while Micah Parsons is doing what he's doing. Now, that right tackle has yet to get his full foot on the ground. Micah has already begun his descension to the quarterback.
Oh, there's a hold.
Yeah, well, you already can see what's going to happen right here. Micah swims through. All he has is an arm to go out there like a really strong running back. You can't arm tackle a good running back. Well, guess what? You can't arm block a really good defensive end. And what I want you to see is this. You want to talk about a route already being over? Micah Parsons has cleared the right tackle. I want you to look at the vision of Jayden Daniels. He's looking downfield. The receiver up top for the Commanders.
He ain't looking for a ball.
He ain't looking for a ball.
Yeah.
Jayden Daniels see that, oh my God, Micah Parsons is already beat my right tackle. You think this play has a chance of being completed? Absolutely not. You watch Micah Parsons go through there. You see the right tackle. He might get a little, he's trying to grab a little bit of junk right there. It doesn't matter. Micah Parsons has already beat him. Now look at the plays down the field, right? Look at the plays down the field. That receiver at the top's not open. Debo Samuel's not open. And even if they were, Micah Parsons has already beat the offensive tackle, and Jayden Daniels is running for his life. Oh yeah, remember how they worked on the left-hand side? Well, now look, here he comes, and they're having a meeting at the quarterback. The ref, good arm right there. The best throw that was able to be made on this particular play is from the official throwing this holding flag already, because this play is absolutely cooked. And they have a meeting at the quarterback with Jayden Daniels, and they bring him down for a sack. Now, here's what I want you to see. Here's where you don't want to be right now if you're a Commander's offensive lineman, right?
Three down. No,
so now you have 1, 2, 3 guys that are in Packer uniforms on top of Jayden Daniels. Their right guard, I don't know what he's doing, but 2 pumps in the National Football League will get you a flag every single time. So he's down there on whatever yard line that is, and he's got a little pump action on the ground.
That's up, dog.
Yes, and then now you have your other player, offensive lineman. He's looking back like on the one knee, like, damn, dog, my bad, Jayden. Then you have your other 2 offensive linemen trying to run in to get guys off them. Maybe you guys should have tried blocking these guys. And then you have a meeting at the quarterback right there. So one of the things that this Green Bay Packers defensive line want to do, they'll run a boss or load front where they're shading guys over at the 1, the 3, and the 5, or the wide 9. They're kind of like an overload, and they're creating this matchup where the Cowboys don't want to be. You don't want to find yourself in third down or definite passing down because they get into this type of front, and now you don't have enough guys to block or at least double team, and they dictate how or who gets the guy that's going to be able to create these matchups. And in this particular play, it's Micah Parsons, and he gets a chance to go one-on-one, and I don't give a damn who the tackle is. Most tackles one-on-one with Micah Parsons enough times throughout the day will end up on the wrong side of that, especially our tackles here at the Cowboys. So if they're going to do that and look at our tackles here and what the pressures look like coming from these guys this particular season, you don't want to find yourself in third and long. So the Cowboys have to run the ball efficiently, effectively on first and second downs, because if you get into these definite passing downs, the Green Bay Packers will load this thing up in a loader boss front, and they will get the matchup that they want, whether it's Rashawn Gary or whether it's Micah Parsons on your tackles, and it will be a meeting at the quarterback for those defensive players.
Dronos has an important question.
I don't know that.
Is No Ball Better University and HBCU?
I know you're going to see that.
We are an equal opportunity university. We are learning.
HBCUs are as well.
Yeah,
I saw a white
punter.
We are a learning university.
Okay.
We don't discriminate. We are what do they call the
I don't know.
what do they call the
Y'all integrated?
what do they call my university? What's North Carolina? It's called
PWI.
a PWI.
What is that?
A predominantly white institution.
Okay.
We are a combination. We are a PWI,
PWI
and we're at HBCU. We want everybody. I don't care what places y'all get y'all information from. Ain't nobody breaking it down for y'all like that. It's just not happening that way, man.
It is great information.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's a perfect illustration of what I've been saying all along.
How did this
Don't get rid of Micah Parsons.
How did this become about you and No Ball Better University?
Jesse just showed you what I've been saying.
No. He put it in.
I've been saying.
Don't get rid of Micah Parsons to make your defense better. Get him some dogs to run with him. Okay, you see, he got some dogs to run with him.
Austin and Special K, they're calling me out.
Yeah, I know.
He said it's not an HBCU because Jesse only recruits white quarterbacks. I do like my quarterback to be of the Caucasian type and white linebackers.
All I'm saying is get Micah some help. And that's why what Green Bay did, you got Edgerrin Cooper. You got difference makers.
You know what's about to happen? Rashawn Gary's about to have 20 sacks.
He's about to go.
He's about to get a $40 million contract somewhere, and then he's going to have 7 sacks.
Yeah.
Because he ain't going to have that dude next to him.
That's fine. Are they going to win at the end of this year? You know,
Get somebody, Probably.
Get somebody to run with.
Class is now dismissed.